Live from WSLS, this is 10 News at 6, working for you.
Now at 6, toxins on tap.
It really is everywhere.
The new federal limits on forever chemicals in drinking water.
Some of us got wet today, others not so much. But tomorrow we have a better chance for thunderstorms. We'll time them out and show you the threats.
Filling the gap for kids in foster care.
It is a temporary fix that's absolutely needed.
The housing solution highlighting a greater problem.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us. I'm John Carlin.
And I'm John Appicello. Dangerous forever chemicals are in the water we drink.
And tonight, for the first time, the federal government is taking action to limit our exposure. 10 News reporter Lindsay Kennett's been looking into this. She joins us live in the studio tonight. So, Lindsay, what's being done, and will anything work?
Right. Well, it's a scary fact, but about 97% of Americans have these chemicals in our blood. They're called PFAS. And now the EPA is issuing federal limits, which the agency says will prevent thousands of deaths and tens of thousands of serious illnesses. But as I found out, even if you limit exposure in drinking water, these chemicals are all around us.
These chemicals are everywhere.
PFAS, or forever chemicals, are found in everything from our shampoo to nonstick cookware to the water we drink. Growing research shows these chemicals are linked to serious health risks, including cancer, heart disease, and decreased fertility. Now, the Environmental Protection Agency is putting a federal limit on 6 PFAS levels allowed in public water systems, the equivalent of 4 drops in 20 Olympic-sized swimming pools.
This is going to reduce human exposure, but it doesn't eliminate it.
Dr. Leanne Cremidas at Virginia Tech says the challenge will be ensuring small and rural municipal water systems can get the funding for the testing and filtration equipment needed.
It's going to take very advanced treatment to remove that PFAS, and then to destroy or, get rid of any PFAS that was removed from the water. We're creating a hazardous waste. And so that is a burden that is then going to have to be borne by the customers. And if you have fewer customers or you're in a rural area with very intricate distribution systems, it's going to be more difficult and more costly.
If you're on private well water, you're out of luck.
It's really on them both to monitor whether it's there and then to fix the problem themselves. And it can get expensive.
Dwayne Roadcap with the Virginia Department of Health says there's ongoing research on the long-term side effects of PFAS on our health.
A lifetime exposure increases your risk to the illness.
Cremidas adds, while PFAS are nearly impossible to avoid, working to eliminate them can help reduce other contaminants.
If we take care of PFAS, we're also going to be improving our water quality in terms of all those other contaminants.
VDH says millions of dollars are available to address these forever chemicals, with an additional $1 billion in funding just announced by the Biden administration. But experts say that it could take more money to tackle the problem.
All right, so I'm concerned. I don't know about everybody else, but this is a little horrifying. Is there anything we can do?
Right. So sadly, even if you want to try bottled water because you're worried about your tap water, these chemicals leak from the plastic. So you can call your local water authority to find out if they've tested your public water to see if there are high levels. The Virginia Department of Health also has an online PFAS dashboard, and you can also test the water yourself and buy filtration equipment, but it's very specific and can be extremely expensive, and we're talking hundreds or thousands of dollars.
Okay, thank you.
So it's not very easy to hide from.
Unfortunately, as the Virginia Tech professor told me today, it's sort of the expense of modern day living.
Got it.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you, Lindsay.
Thanks.
Hey, we want to turn to your forecast. We are tracking some spotty showers coming.
All right, Chief Meteorologist Jeff Hanowich is here as we give you a live look from our Skycam. Jeff, you're also monitoring a strong storm system. I feel like I've said this a bunch, but will it bring us a better chance of rain tomorrow?
It will. Yeah, I think as we head into tomorrow and tomorrow evening, the chance for rain and thunderstorms does go up in comparison to what we've had out there today. Want to show you the local view. And again, we've got a little line of showers extending from Bland County all the way east towards Appomattox County. You'll notice among the folks getting wet right now, now. Southern parts of Lynchburg, potentially areas near Liberty University, Rustburg seeing some showers, as are folks across parts of the Roanoke Valley. Catawba, Bradshaw, Salem seeing some showers. And it looks like if you're not yet wet in Hollins or Vinton, you will be so here with just some light showers over the next roughly 15 minutes or so. Bigger picture showing that there's more rain, more thunderstorms to be had out in areas to the south and to the west of us. That's where we have a very dynamic and potent storm system producing severe weather across the deep south. That storm system is moving towards us and it arrives tomorrow. So the timing of this, the best chance for thunderstorms tomorrow, stronger thunderstorms at that, will be between about 4 p.m. and about 10 p.m. Then we're going to have some showers lingering into Thursday night, even into part of the day Friday, and then by Friday, it's certainly going to have some very strong winds around as well. Now, we are in a marginal risk or a level 1 risk for severe weather as we head into Thursday, but the risk really depends on the amount of instability we see. If we are to see any severe weather, the threat would be wind, flooding, and potentially even a stray tornado. John.
Thank you, Jeff. New at 6 tonight, there is a foster care crisis in Virginia. That's because there aren't enough families for the more than 5,000 kids now in the system. 10 News reporter Sydney Jackstimer shows us the local housing partnership that's trying to bridge the gap, making sure that these kids have a safe place to stay at night.
Whatever we can do to provide some level of normalcy.
The Titmus Cottage on Hope Tree's campus in Salem serves as emergency housing for foster children in Franklin County, Roanoke County, and Roanoke City. Since the cottage opened in the fall of 2022, it has housed 19 kids for days, weeks, and sometimes even up to a month.
We think that with about 23% usage that it's been a really great resource for our localities that have used it.
Hope Tree provides all the essentials for social workers and foster children during their stay here at the Titmus Cottage, from linens to toiletries to full meals and even snacks. Before the cottage, foster children without a placement would be forced to sleep in offices at the Department of Social Services.
It provides them a home-like setting. It helps us to avoid having children actually stay and sleep at the office. The office setting is not a setting for a child.
It just makes it a little bit easier, and especially on the staff too. I mean, it tries to make it a little bit easier on everyone because it's a tough situation all around.
While the cottage does help in emergencies, more foster families are needed in the long term.
While it's a great resource, it is not the answer or the solution that we need for our children.
In Salem, I'm Sydney Jackstimer, 10 News, working for you.
A new summer school program coming to Roanoke City Public Schools is trying to get at-risk students back on track. The Community Builders Initiative will be available to rising 8th graders. They'll take part in college campus tours, job shadowing, and hear from motivational speakers.
So we want our students to feel like they're part of something positive and impactful. So if we build those skills and we give them what they need to move forward as adults in our community, we know that that will ultimately reduce all types of violence, gun violence, community violence, etc.
Certain students will be invited to join, but parents can also opt into the program as well. However, spaces are limited.
And the Hill City also taking steps to get students on the right track. Governor Glenn Youngkin signed a new bill today that will expand workforce development, including student apprenticeship opportunities. 10 News reporter Amy Cockrum shares the goals for this legislation.
Lawmakers, business leaders, and students soon to enter the workforce gathered here at the Lynchburg Regional Business Alliance to witness the bill signing. They're calling the new initiative Virginia Works. With the goal of filling open positions faster, lawmakers hope it will make the job-seeking process easier by improving communication. Plus, it'll expand training and apprenticeship opportunities, especially for high schoolers. Governor Glenn Youngkin hopes it'll draw workers to Virginia and support our businesses.
The need is enormous, and the reason why is we have both employers with many unmet job opportunities, hundreds of thousands of them, and we have Virginians who are ready to take them.
Project leaders say they're looking forward to seeing the impact of this bill in the years to come. In Lynchburg, Amy Cockrum, 10 News, working for you.